Boom bitches! I'm back! Welcome to another edition of Big Secue Visits. I'm here at the St.Andrews Brewing Company with badass Bob Pfaff, head brewer and owner. So, let's go inside and see what kind of shit he gets up to here, bad boy.
You're watching Homebrew, hosted by Big Secue at Secue.com.
Where I bash off the steps. Just look at Ewan's bum.
Oh yeah. That sounds different. And the news tonight. So we're here still at the St Andrews Brewing Company in St Andrews, Scotland. Part of the UK, at least for now. Okay, I might have to change my logo eventually. So I've got some questions for Bob Pfaff. He's the owner here and the brewer.
Yep, brewer, bottler, label, sticker owner.
Head bottle washer.
Yeah.
Bob does everything.
Tea maker.
Tea maker. So I've got some questions here for Bob that I jotted down on the back of a bank statement earlier today. Very professional. I'm sure you'll agree. So, Bob, tell us a little bit about your brewery. So, how did you start out?
The brew's been going January 2012, so what's that? Just over 2 years. So basically I was working in the wine trade for a long time. I lived in the States, and when I lived out in the States in Idaho, I wrote a number of books about the brewing scene out there. So I brewed with lots of different brewers and stuff like that. And then my wife got a job teaching at St.Andrews, so we moved over here, and I was just amazed there wasn't another startup microbrewing. Just a little one. So I bought the name St Andrews Brewing Company. I did all that on my very first night in St Andrews. I was like gung-ho, I was going for it. And then I woke up the following morning and worked out why there isn't a brewery in St Andrews. It's needed expensive. So it took me about 2 years to find somewhere to brew. And Fife Council is great. They have this unit in Glenrothes, which obviously isn't St Andrews, but it's in Glenrothes, that is just for startup food businesses. So perfect for me. So they found me, they approached me for that site, and if it wasn't for them approaching me, I might still be going around all the garages and all the shop fronts asking if I can brew there and stuff. But yeah, so I moved in there in January 2012, started brewing on a 4-barrel brewing kit, but at that time I was just making 2.5 barrels, which is about 750 bottles. So yeah, I started off with 5 beers, and now the range is up to 8, and with guest ales and stuff, it's kind of grown from there.
I think that's really good that you started out with 5 beers. Well, that's quite large for a start.
Yeah, no, I always wanted it to be. Again, probably from being in the States and stuff, this whole kind of thing where a brewery has, or a brewing company or whatever, has light to dark and kind of hits all the bases.
Yeah.
I didn't want to just brew the same thing over and over again. I didn't just want to kind of target a couple of beers. So yeah, no, I wanted it. I started with 5, but it was always the intention that it would be 8 to 10 regulars.
Yeah.
That's what it was, yeah.
So did you start out home brewing?
Yeah.
Did you start out by doing kits, or did you start out going straight into the all grain stuff?
Well, I started out with kits when I was like a teenager, and then doing some all grain stuff. A friend of mine set up a microbrewery down in Milton Keynes, where I lived kind of near at the time, called Concrete Cow Brewery, so I kind of just pestering him for advice. The added bonuses is also that one of my best mates, Louise, her dad, is one of the best brewers in the entire world. Stuart Noble, currently brewing out of Aberdale Brewery in Sheffield, and he helped me with the recipes, and I brewed with him on his little kits and stuff. But yeah, doing that thing in America, just kind of, I basically went to 30 different breweries and brewed on 30 different pieces of equipment. 30 different recipes, 30 different head brewers. So it was just kind of like picking their brains.
Great experience. Excellent. So, you're kind of like a Jedi Knight of Brewing then, really, aren't you?
Not really. I think I'm the exact opposite. I think I'm just a seat of the pants type. So I mean, I didn't go to Heriot Law or anything like that. I'm not a qualified, skilled brewer, but I know what I like. I know how to make balanced beers, and that's kind of my beers. I don't try and do anything too crazy. I don't try and out-age it for so ever long or add some different bits and pieces. I just like to make very well balanced beers, and then I'm a hop geek, so I just love playing around with different hops on top.
Well, I love hops. Hops is my thing. The guys out there know that hops is my thing. I tried like your IPA. I thought that was really good. In fact, it was surprising to find a beer that actually had some hop flavour to it.
Which one was that? The regular IPA?
Yeah.
So it's only 5%, but it's so I mean an IPA should be a bit stronger than that, but because St.Andrews has got so many restaurants and stuff, and when I was starting out, so it was all self-funded, it was just me, so it had to kind of work, and so something like the IPA was designed for restaurants basically. And they're all bottle conditioned, but they all have beers in the bottle, so yeah, no, the IPA's got 5 different Northwest American hops in there. It's got quite a bit of Munich malt, which gives it a nice malty flavour. It's not just a straight hops. It's got that body to it, which is like what I was saying. It has to have a balance. It has to have that whole kind of roundedness to it, and then you can like play around on top of it.
Yeah, definitely. So you were saying that you're not actually qualified as a brewer, but your qualifications come from your sounds like quite a large experience.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose I didn't go down the academic route of it.
See, I think the guys out there are really that's gonna speak to them, because Bob's not.
You can do it, guys.
You can do it. Bob's not qualified.
You've no idea what he's doing.
You could have a pub like this and brew beer like this. See, you just need to live the dream. I should be talking to myself. I am partially talking to myself. Why a brew pub?
So that first day in St. Andrews, I could have bought St. Andrews Brewery as a name, but I always wanted it to be Brewing Company because I always wanted it to be a brew pub and have like different bits to it, not just a straight out brewery. It's always been kind of my dream to have a brew pub, to be honest, and ever since I set up the brewery, and it looked like it wasn't going to completely fail in the first week, then I've been searching for that next step to get a brew pub. And it's not strictly a brew pub, we don't brew on site, we'd love to, but most places in St. Andrews are quirky. They don't really open themselves up for sticking a little brew kit in. We will get something little in the back at some point and do kind of like trial brews and stuff like that. But it was all about lots of different beers. I mean, we're a good beer bar, basically. And that's what I wanted to bring to that.
Have you ever thought about maybe you're talking about getting a test rig in, maybe doing classes?
Well, yeah, I mean, so like what they're hanging back doing down at their place. I mean, they've got their little kit, and you can go in and you can book sessions on it, and one of the guys can help you out and stuff. So yeah, we'd be looking to do something similar like that. I mean, Stuart's Brewery I've just set up. Basically, you can just go to what's it called, craft beer kitchen, and you just go and brew your own beer. Stuart's Brewing.
Brilliant. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's only started last week. But yeah, just a brilliant idea. They've got a trial kit that they trial out things on, so why not open it to the public?
Look at that, spreading the love. See, craft beer and home brewing are hand in hand, and it's all about making everybody have more experience of good beer and sharing the love. I love you, Bob.
Well, most brewers are happy to share the love. Most.
Right, now, Bob, what's your favourite beer that you brew, and what's your favourite beer that somebody else brews?
Correct. Well, I brew my regulars, so I've got 8 regulars, light to dark. I'd probably say, I don't know, just to be argumentative, I might say my New Ale is my favourite. It's a dark ale, 4.6. It's got kind of like a Yorkshire Best bitter. Right. So the ones I usually talk about are the Crail and the IPA. Let's talk about a different one. The New Ale, so like a Yorkshire Best bitter, it's almost black in colour. It's got a little bit of oats in there. It's got 7 different malt varieties in there, but it's got a big hop on it as well. So it's got a nice bitterness to it.
Oh, that's good.
It's not like, it's not like a black IPA, it's not got really floral notes to it, it's just like a real good standard. bitter. So yeah.
Give us an insight. What kind of hops are you putting in?
In that one we have a UK version of Cascade, Challenger, a little bit of Green Bullet,
Oh yeah.
New Zealand hop, and a little mixture of North Down and Target as well. So yeah, so it's 4 UK hops and the New Zealand.
Oh, that's cool.
But and then I do my guest ales, which change up every single month. And the IP1, which is a 7.2 IPA with 75% unit malt, that is, I think that's my favourite of the ones I've ever brewed, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's my kind of beer.
So I'm drinking
You're drinking an IP2, which is the second one here, which is 70% lager malt, 30% wheat malt, and it's got Citra, Nelson Sauvin, and Liberty.
It smells really good, and I have actually tasted this already. It was a full glass when I started, but it's excellent. Certainly, it's.
Well, those I brew, so I just brew a batch of those. Half goes in cask, and then half goes in bottles. It turns out there's about 400 bottles of each brew, and they go out to my regular stockists, and then I never brew the same one again, and then the next one comes up. So the IP ones at the shops at the moment with the rye, the oatmeal pale, and a single hot wheat beer, and then next month, well, in a couple of weeks, I think, the next one. Yeah.
So you know how
just keep changing it up.
Cool. Yeah, definitely. So you know how you've got the guys at Brewdog and the guys at Brewmeister. I don't know if you've heard of those guys. They do the strongest beer in the world currently. I think it was called Snake Venom, the latest one.
I can't say I've tried it.
Something like 67% alcohol.
Okay.
And they do that by a process of freeze concentration, which is something that I've done quite a bit of as well.
How strong did you get?
Well, I did Applejack, which is a concentration of cider.
Right.
So you brew a strong cider, then you freeze it down.
Yeah.
I think I got about 40% in that region.
Yeah, you win no awards for that. You need to about 60.
I know. I really need to try harder. Must try harder. So, have you ever thought about doing a publicity beer? Something that would get you boom?
No.
No. Oh.
In a word, no. I really don't like that much.
Is it?
Can we move on?
No.
Before I start ranting.
If you want to rant, you can rant.
No, is that? Yeah,
We'll keep it nice. We'll keep it nice. We're not gonna like have a go at anyone who.
No, I'm not having a go. It's just not my. It's just not my thing really. I just don't think I've got the balls to do something like that and stand up there and say, everybody, look at this, it's the strongest, and like have your moment in the spotlight.
Yeah.
I just brew in a little unit on my own, and like. It's not really my cup of tea.
He's a humble dude. He's a humble dude. Humble beer brewer. It's the salt of the earth.